What is the number one habit that you think all successful people have that everybody watching this should adopt immediately?
Now, I know you think I'm going to say meditation, right? I know you think that. Everybody thinks that, but that's not it, okay? The number one habit is actually not a habit at all. It is a belief that leads to a habit. That belief is that the number one thing in your life is your rate of growth. You should believe that the most important thing in your life is not your family, it's not your business, it's not your money, it's how fast are you evolving and growing. The word to remember is R.O.S.E, rate of self-evolution. This actually comes from a very prominent MBA professor by the name of Sri Kumar Rao. He was speaking at one of my events, and after the event, he came and he told me, Vishen, you know what is the problem with MBA programs in America? And I go, what? And he says, they don't teach consciousness. So I said, but they do. And he goes, no. You're confusing consciousness with ethics. Since Enron, everybody teaches ethics. Consciousness is what we need to teach people. So I'm like, what exactly do you mean? And he goes, let me explain it to you. Consciousness means this, that you are a soul having a human experience, and what your soul craves is growth more than anything else. You think your business matters. You think your marriage matters. You think your children matter. But let's just talk about business. Your business doesn't matter. If your business makes $1 billion, who cares? If your business fails, who cares? What matters is, did you grow? Your business is nothing more than one of the most powerful vehicles for your personal growth. And the funny thing is, so are your relationships. Funny thing is, so are your children. Your quest in life is to grow and grow and grow. Now, if this becomes your belief, all your habits align with this belief. Are you making time in your day to improve yourself? Are you making time in your day to read, to study, to watch Impact Theory, to do a Mind Valley quest? Are you making time to meditate because that helps you grow, to exercise because that helps you grow? And this is what people forget. We get stuck on this bullshit hamster wheel, chasing the dollars, trying to grow in our career when we forget that none of that shit matters. It's all about us as a multidimensional human being, and are we growing?
I actually agree with you violently. Why, though, does it matter?
Because if you grow, everything else in your life grows, right? And we see this so often with great
But why does that matter? Like, I'll walk you down the garden path and tell me if you agree with this.
Right.
So I'm totally on board. Whenever somebody asks me what's the meaning of life, I would say there's no meaning that's subscribed to it. It's meaning that you give it. But if you want to reach fulfillment, do the following. Work your ass off to gain a set of skills, to your point about progressing and growing, that allow you to serve not only yourself, but other people. Now, the reason that I think that should be the number one thing that people pay attention to is because it will give you the neurochemical state that is most satisfying, maybe the right word, because it isn't like joy, eating a bowl of ice cream, having sex, all of those things are awesome peak experiences, but they rapidly attenuate. Whereas fulfillment, you can be fulfilled even in the midst of grief. And so for me, it's a evolutionary neuropsychological answer.
So I think here's why it applies. Fulfillment, right? Fulfillment. Fulfillment is what we want out of life. Tony Robbins said there are several human needs, but the two most important human needs, he talks about 6, but the two most important, he says, is the need for growth and the need for contribution. Okay, now, trying to contribute without growth is like walking backwards. It doesn't make sense. If you're growing and you're becoming the best possible human being you can be, that is often the path to contribution. If you're growing, the skills that you're growing within, whether growing as an entrepreneur, growing in terms of your health and wellness, growing your cognition ability, that is going to give you the tools to go out there and contribute. So if growth and contribution are the pathway to fulfillment, growth is that accelerator. That's why I think it's important.
Yeah, it's really interesting that. So I think about it from an evolutionary perspective. One of the things I find most fascinating about you is you can go from evolution to astral projection, and I am very firmly in the one camp. But so I think about it.
You're very firmly in the science camp.
Yeah.
Right. So am I. I'm a computer scientist. I'm a computer engineer. It's just that I think that there are things that have been proven by science, but not agreed upon by all scientists, and that's a big difference.